Phantasy Star Online 2 is finally available to play in the United States. That's a sentence that's been 8 years coming. This free-to-play MMO has been building up over the last 8 years and has introduced 6 episodes of content, each featuring a new planet or area to explore with a story to follow. Now that you can play the game on Xbox One and Windows, here are 5 things you need to know about Phantasy Star Online 2. One of the most notable parts of Phantasy Star Online 2 is that it is a free-to-play MMO. A lot of these don't usually last that long, but PSO2 has kept at it, with the only paid items being cosmetic. The game was created at a time where free-to-play mobile games were becoming a hit, but the team at Sega were disappointed that most of these didn't feel like a fulfilling experience unless you paid a load of money. So they aimed to put their all into a comprehensive RPG and offer it for free. That is how they managed to capture players in Japan. Series producer Satoshi Sakai said that in 5 years, he hoped people would regard Phantasy Star Online 2 as being ahead of its time, and that's absolutely the case. Some of the paid items in PSO2 are the collaboration items. In fact, the first in the Western release was a Founders Pack with Sonic the Hedgehog themed items included. Phantasy Star Online 2 has had a massive amounts of collaborations over the years, with everything from ReZero to Persona 5. A lot of games worry about these and will try and integrate collabs in a way that doesn't break the game's worldview. But since Phantasy Star is about travelling to different worlds with entirely different civilizations, it's pretty open. Sakai says that this is a game where anything goes, even if anything includes the girls from Yuri Yuri. Phantasy Star Online 2 is produced by the online research and development department at Sega Games. This was a team launched to find Sega a place in the free-to-play and online market, largely in regards to smartphone products. But often, they're so busy keeping up with existing properties that they don't have time to create new things. Therefore, they hold planning competitions with the staff several times a year where they will get an opportunity to present an idea. One of the ideas that came from this was Idola Phantasy Star Saga, a mobile game spin-off from PSO2. In this way, they can expand the universe with new ideas while keeping things going in the main game. When visiting Sega, Xbox head Phil Spencer mainly wanted to sit down with the Phantasy Star team. As a fan of the original title, he's passionate about the series and its influence on modern RPGs and wished it had more presence in the West. He was one of the many voices Sega heard asking them to release PSO2 in English. So when they'd finally decided to create an English release, Spencer offered them the chance to announce it on stage at E3. This was a huge deal, not just because of the wait, but also that an English release had been teased a long time ago, but ultimately canned. To make sure that wouldn't happen again, the Xbox head was able to get a look at the game running early on. Like many MMOs, the Phantasy Star Online 2 E3 announcement trailer was largely made up of the game's opening cinematics over the years. These are flashy animations created by Marza Animation, Sega's in-house film creators, who recently created the Lupin III the First movie and helped out on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. They're a highly in-demand team who work all over the industry. But of course, it's a lot easier to ask them to help out on your project if you're already working for Sega. Therefore, the studio created all 6 episode openings for Phantasy Star Online 2. Thanks for watching OTAQUEST in Japan. Feel free to subscribe to find out more about the art and creation of Japanese pop culture.